How's it going, all you fabulous people? Welcome back to another cast of The Rise of the Witch King, patch 2.2 version 7. This is your broadcaster Farron, and today's matchup is going to be another 1v1 on the map Fords of Isen. Once again, I do apologize for all these Fords of Isen 1v1s. I have gone and looked and found a few that are not Fords of Isen, and those will hopefully be coming up in the next couple of casts. But anyway, in this cast over here, you do have spawning in the northwest as the Royal Green Mordor is going to be MattysMirks. And his opponent to the southeast is going to be S.P.Q.R. as the White Mordor. So I guess there's going to be a Mordor mirror here. Could be interesting to see what the starts are going to be, as in a Mordor mirror, you can either go for a really strong start would be that Horizon Pal start, as you do see MattysMirks going for it with the cavalry. However, you could also see a huge quadruple spit spam, or a 4-pit spam as it's known. I just call it quadruple because it's a lot faster, easier to say that, against your opponent there, as you really can overwhelm them with the amount of forces that they can do, and it can also counter that fast cavalry, which you probably will see MattysMirks do see him going for. So he will be going for that, trying to trample his opponent's units there. However, if you do have enough troops there, as with goblins, their biggest counter to cavalry trample is just having a large enough horde there that if you attempt to do a full trample of the horde there, you will get caught up in it and destroyed. You will be lost, for just be seen for never be seen forevermore. But actually, kind of weird over here. You have S.P.Q.R. going up to the north, putting up a slaughterhouse over here on the northern side of the river. Maybe an effort by him to get a slaughterhouse that the opponent will probably not be able to see very early on and will not creep for a while, or excuse me, harass. You also could see these inns come into play. I don't really know if it would be a good position for them to be used very well in this mirror, as the Horizon Series throwers do deal pike damage, but the only pikes they really have to be worried about are these Horizon Lancers on the field. Potentially some Black Riders. They are the other cavalry unit of Mordor, but you can see that first battalion of S.P.Q.R. are going to be coming out, and there goes the the Lancers going to find them and going to take them all down. We have a third pit coming out for S.P.Q.R., so he's going for at least 3 pit spam there. But this battalion right over here is going to get mopped up quite easily by those Horizon Lancers. Another slaughterhouse going up on the north side of the river here. S.P.Q.R. really banking on his opponent, not going to the north side, not going to be able to find any sort of eco there. And now you can see that S.P.Q.R. is going to be going for a Horizon Palace, as he needs to get some sort of pikes in the field. He doesn't have enough production for orcs to be able to counter these cavalry. He needs the pikes of the Easterlings to be able to defend them. I think some Eastlings on the field already from MattysMirks. He's going to be creeping his Warglare over there. Orc pit going up as well to support this, as he's probably going to some Corsairs. Yes, he's going to get some Corsairs on the field, as they're going to make for a strong push after these Horizon Lancers do make the push they need. However, they're going to be taken down actually quite easily. I don't even think they're going to finish off this slaughterhouse, as they're going to get surrounded by these troops, which should have the war chant, I believe, casted on them. MattysMirks and S.P.Q.R. both going for that war chant. S.P.Q.R. however, with those northern farms, going to hold on to a larger amount of command points there, with a large amount of slaughterhouses have been produced. With that creep taken out, I think these Eastlings are going to be heading to the south side to take out the southern creep over here. These orcs, as well as actually 2 battalions of Corsairs, so you could potentially see a very strong push over here, as long as these orcs can hold off the lines, and maybe 1 battalion of these can hold off while the Corsairs use their firebombs. You actually could see S.P.Q.R. go for a creep on his Warglare over here, but I don't think he's going to go doing for that. Wants to get those harass going, but MattysMirks, I think, might be able to actually get out down here, but the problem is S.P.Q.R. is going to be able to see that as he's heading out the south side river as well, and he will begin to engage while MattysMirks is trying to take out these wargs, and I think he's going to have to retreat over here. He doesn't want to lose a level 2 battalion so early on, even if it is just from taking out the creep here. These Horizon Lancers, going to be another battalion on the field for MattysMirks, going to be trampling a lot of these troops, doing good work of cleaning up this area, making a clear way for these Corsairs. Do have now some more Eastlings on the field for S.P.Q.R., as he does have, I believe, already have 1 battalion on the field over here protecting this battalion. With those more, actually is the same battalion. It did manage to travel very fast around there and try to do some more trampling damage, trying to take out these troops. Actually, these level 2 Eastlings are trying to take out the creep over here, but I think they don't know if they're going to be able to do so. Might go down. I think they will be able to barely get it done, but actually going to be a little bit of a creep steal for S.P.Q.R. as he's able to take a few of those treasure chests. This battalion of orcs here are going to actually, I think, find the orc harassment from S.P.Q.R, but not being able to really do anything. However, these more Haradrim Lancers on the field for MattysMirks, really going heavily on those, really focusing on the Haradrim Lancers and the Corsairs here. These Corsairs now going to be firebombing this slaughterhouse quite quickly and easily. However, going to be surrounded by all these orcs as well as some Eastlings and some orc archers of S.P.Q.R there. S.P.Q.R, I believe he is command point capped, however, he's not going to be able to produce any more troops. Going to be putting up, I think this slaughterhouse did get taken out, but this Corsair battalion for S.P.Q.R, I do believe it was them that took him out. They're going to be up to level 2 and need to get out of there before they do get taken out. So he wants to keep his unit retention quite high here. These orcs here trying to take out this slaughterhouse, but I don't think they're going to be able to with the Eastlings there. The orcs dealing so insignificant amount of damage, as well as a reinforcing battalion of orcs coming in. MattysMirks actually sending this level 2 Eastling battalion across the fort. You might want to keep it at home and hold ground stance so it can just regen its units. And actually, MattysMirks, the owner for that level 3 Haradrim Palace, wants to get his Haradrim archers and potentially some fire arrows on the field there. You actually have some more of these Haradrim Lancers going to be moving around for MattysMirks, really using good use, making good use of them, getting the trample that he needs, some harassment there. However, we do have some Haradrim Lancers going to be on the field for S.P.Q.R to counter this and to counter the lack of Eastlings on the field for MattysMirks here. I think that level 2 battalion is still in there, and so there's 3 units going to be able to start wailing away, but I think they're actually going to get targeted down by these Eastlings or the Lancers here so they can finish off these troops quite easily. Also, suffocate his opponent's unit retention there. Gonna be a lumber mill, as you would always see. Once again, I've always mentioned it. This is the hot spot for the northern player here to put their lumber mills. Whereas the southern player, his hot spot, I guess, is really in this back corner and this corner over here. Also could be right over here. There's a lot of trees focused right over here. However, these troops going to be trying to go in. S.P.Q.R are going to buff his troops, going to try and get this slaughterhouse down. I think they're going to get this one. Might even get the furnace down if they're able to go unopposed closer to there. MattysMirks going to be getting some Haradrim archers on the field, however. These troops now for S.P.Q. are going to be able to, I think, hold off the orcs over here quite easily, and now going to head back across the ford over here. The Haradrim Lancers are going to go race across the ford, trying to do some trample maybe, or find a harassment that they can do somewhere. Actually, these slaughterhouses for MattysMirks now going to be all of them level 3, or level 2, excuse me. So he does have that, or S.P.Q.R is only sitting on, I believe, a single furnace, or actually 2 furnace or slaughterhouses that are close to level 2. This one, however, is at less than half health. It's going to be taking a lot of damage. But these ones in the north are going to be leveling quite fast. His opponent has not gone to the north of the river. His bet there has paid off, and he not been able to really find these slaughterhouses up in the north, and they will be continuing to get good economy for S.P.Q.R. These Haradrim Lancers for S.P.Q.R. Actually, this one very close to level 2, so potentially if he could find something to do, maybe pick up this builder or these lumber laborers, until he get a little bit of experience, he needs to get to level 3 and get to regenerating his troops. But these troops for S.P.Q.R. are going to go in. Does he have a buff for them? He does have 8 power points, so potentially could see him go for that Eye of Siren. And I think he is going to cast it right there and try and buff these troops, take out this level 3 Haradrim Palace. I think that's the bigger target there. Needs to get that and stop his opponent from getting those high tier archers quickly off the field. Orc, I think, might go down as well, but there is a lot of troops for MattysMirks here going to be taking out these forces. I see some Haradrim archers going to be taking out these troops unopposed. They're going to be melting them. I don't think this is the only building that's going to go down there. 5 extra power points for S.P.Q.R. He does have 2 of his 5 power points. Whereas MattysMirks is sitting on 5 power points and his industry, which he has just used right now. He did use it on this backman over here. It's going to be a little bit exposed, but it's kind of out of the way, so his opponent will have to go on a harassment raid to find him. So, as long as he can keep his opponent busy in the front, this will pay off and will not go down anytime soon. But as you can see there, both players sitting on about equal power points. Actually, no, my bad. S.P.Q.R. is sitting on 2 extra power points over his opponent there. So, with taking a level 3 Haradrim Palace, he's going to have a bit of an advantage there. These are going to go, I think, I don't think the good choice would be to go for this Haradrim Palace, as it is just too exposed, not being able to do much damage. But they are going to go for this level, I think it's level 2 slaughterhouse, almost level 3 actually, or halfway to level 3. However, another Haradrim Palace for MattysMirks is over by this orc pit, already at level 2. Going to be getting some more lancers on the field. As you can see, the industry bonus for Mordor is very powerful. This level 2 furnace here is getting 76 a pop off of that, or off a tick off of that spell there. As you can see, it does produce, does it raise it by 300%, or excuse me, it raises it to 300%, so it increases it by 200%, I believe, if I'm reading that, if I'm Englishing that well. If it was raised by 300%, it'd be up 300%, but if it's raised to 300% of its original output, it's only going to be 200% extra there. These troops for MattysMirks not going to be able to defend that furnace over there. It does go down, or excuse me, Slaughterhouse. I keep getting them mixed up. Level 2 banner carrier here going to go down quite quickly. He tried so valiantly to defend, but he is not going to be able to do so. This actually level 2 furnace might go down here if these Horizon Lancers go and focus this orc pit as well. They need to go and focus on these very low health production structures. Actually, these orcs going to be coming in as well as some Easterlings to protect them. And actually, I think the Horizon Lancers of MattysMirks are going to encounter the Horizon Lancers of S.P.Q.R. and they're going to lose there. However, the Eastlings or Horizon Archers in the backside are going to try and focus them down. And MattysMirks now sitting on 2 level 2, actually now sitting on level 3, another level 3 Horizon Palace there. However, it's going to get seen by S.P.Q.R. He's going to try and take that one out as well. Don't know if he has his War Chant off a cooldown there. It is still off a cooldown, but the Eye of Sauron is off a cooldown. S.P.Q.R. are now going to see the industry farm over there, and these laborers, actually all of them just abandoned. They don't know what to do, just holding their logs and sitting there. Maybe they'll think they'll grow a new lumber camp. However, once again, these furnaces up in the north here, now just hitting level 2, not producing very much off of themselves, but they've been able to stay alive and just keep leveling up and getting higher production off of them. And S.P.Q.R. now is getting a large portion of furnaces, or excuse me, slaughterhouses on the field, completely dotting the entire southern side, as well as some up in the north there. MattysMirks a little bit on the back side, does have 2 furnaces here, as well as I think it's become tower wars over here, as S.P.Q.R. has thrown up 2 towers, but his opponent has thrown up 1 tower on the exact same side. So both players are going to have to fight under tower fire. You do have an engagement up in the north over by this war glare, as actually now S.P.Q.R. is moving to take his war glare over there. This war glare could potentially go down. The Eye of Sauron going to be buffing these troops of S.P.Q.R., but there's not going to be enough with those Horadrim archers in the backside, especially the level 3 battalion there. It does have that barbed shot ability, which is quite powerful against enemy units, especially if they are you do need to focus them down. These troops for S.P.Q.R. or MattysMirks are going to focus on one of the towers for S.P.Q.R. as well as take out the builder there. Potentially going to go for the second battle tower, or excuse me, whatever it's called. I think it is a battle tower for Mordor there. S.P.Q.R. is just going to overwhelm this war glare. Gonna have some more Horadrim Lancers going to the northern side of the field. Gonna have a siege rush going up, and actually industry farm is on the field for S.P.Q.R. is protected by those 3 orc pits, and actually S.P.Q.R. not really being harassed that much at all. Finally having to deal with some of these troops here, but not really too worried about that, I would think, as those Horadrim, or those Eastlings there are going to get easily targeted down with these orcs, and then the Horadrim Lancers are going to be able to come in. The Eye of Sauron is going to be casted still by S.P.Q.R. I think it just took time out, and there is MattysMirks setting up his own siege works. Going to be a little bit later than his opponent there. His opponent is almost at level 2, but he does have the advantage of a level 3 Horadrim Palace. They're going to be using those high tier archers, as well as potentially having access to the fire arrows, which would be good for him. MattysMirks not rebuilding a lumber camp, might want to do that, or potentially just decommission these troops so he can at least get some of the resources back. Actually, MattysMirks, I'm not sure what he's doing here. I think he just kind of attacked his troops potentially, and they just went for the cave troll over there, and will lose a lot of his harassing forces. And here comes the reinforcements to nullify this. The air tower there, battle tower there for MattysMirks does have fire arrows on it, but these troops are going to be going down. And now it looks like S.P.Q.R. does have Gothmog on the field. Has up to level 2, does have that Fury ability. Going to be a War Chant going down, however, on the troops of S.P.Q.R. He wants to take out these opponents. It's going to be a Tainted Land, however, going down for MattysMirks, I do believe. So only buffing the troops that are on this field over here, but again, that's most of those troops. And these troops are going to be taking a lot of fire from these Horadrim archers, as these orcs are just not able to stand up for very long against these higher tier units. A little bit of fight of a creep, and it looks like both players are going to be taking a little bit of that creep. So I would say both players, he's taking 2 creeps between the 2 half creeps, as you have each player took a little bit of this one, as well as each player took a little bit of this one. So if you do divvy that up, it's going to be 2 creeps to each player. So it's a little bit even on the creeps taking right there. However, S.P.Q. are going to be able to find this slaughterhouse over there, and MattysMirks now pushing over here might see these level 2 slaughterhouses. Actually, S.P.Q. are going to put one up right over here, maybe trying to distract his opponent, but his opponent is going to see this level 3 one. That's going to be a good pickup for S.P.Q.R. Eye of Sauron now in the field for MattysMirks as well, as he needs extra buff on his troops. These troops going to be, for S.P.Q. are going to be able to take out this slaughterhouse. Potentially could go for a second slaughterhouse, as they are already some over there. I would think you might want to go and take out this higher tier production structure. Actually, MattysMirks going for that level 3 Siege Witch going for the Black Riders, wants to get that on the field. His opponent does not really have much to counter, just a couple of Eastling battalions on the field. Actually, I don't see this one over here for S.P.Q.R. And then, is there another one on the field? So S.P.Q.R., I don't think he has any counter to these Black Riders that are about to come on the field. As they are now on the field. Actually, as I spoke a little bit too soon, S.P.Q.R. having his own Black Riders on the field. Going to be able to mop up some MattysMirks troops. This level 4 battalion of Black Rider Archers are not going to be using their barbed arrow shot, and that's kind of a waste there. He wanted to be able to use it, do some damage to these Black Riders before they could get to level 3, and they are now sitting at all 6 units. 2 of them very low health, but still has enough time to get them up to level 3 so they can regen. And the Avatar and S.P.Q.R. now going to be going to the backside of the base, trying to scout out, see what the opponent does have. As you can see, MattysMirks also having Doom Powers on his fortress is going to be going for the heroes as well as the Doom Powers in the fortress of S.P.Q.R. MattysMirks now pushing back across the ford here. The Black Riders for MattysMirks going to be pushing in, however they are lower level than the Black Riders of S.P.Q.R. and he needs to get his Black Riders in the battle over here to get that Dread Visage debuff on his opponents over there. And especially he wants to do that before his opponents can get his Black Riders leveled up. This slaughterhouse up in the north side that was there at the beginning of the game still going to stay alive, and I think S.P.Q.R. is going to be able to take out this harassing force before it can get across the river and do any more damage. These Black Riders still not leveled up, but these ones are going to be level 2, almost level 3. They're going to start healing, but not going to be able to regen their units until they get to level 3. So he needs to send them back in there and start go after these Haradrim Archers in the backside there. However, there are more Eastlings and Haradrim Archers coming in, and that's going to be a bit of trouble there. As well as a barricade being thrown up by MattysMirks, so he's trying to reinforce his position so he can continue to push towards his opponent base. Things now looking a little bit better for MattysMirks as he is starting to push back against his opponent's expansion to the north over here, taking out both of those high-level farms. A little bit over here, a little bit of expansion for S.P.Q.R., but MattysMirks now expanding as well, and he has to have the troops to back it up. Not going to be able to take off on all these troops, but going to be able to slow it down a little bit. And MattysMirks now with that the barricade, as well as the troops, going to be able to start pushing across the river here. However, there is going to be a catapult for S.P.Q.R. Might be a little bit worried about that, but not too worried. You do have banner carriers not being purchased, nor Black Orcs being produced for MattysMirks. Does he have the economy to support this? I don't think he really does, as he's not sitting on many high-level farms. He does have his industry cached over here, so he wants to get that slaughterhouse leveled up as well. As it is, the farms or furnaces, the production structures, resource structures, do level up based off of how much resources they produce. So the faster they can produce, the faster they can level up. These Black Riders from MattysMirks are going to be taking care of this harassing force in the north, so they're going to be able to push in and take out potentially the builder over there. But there's going to be a fell base on the field for MattysMirks. That's going to be a good counter. His opponent has not gone for any Haradrim Archers, and so he's not going to have any counter to this at the moment. Now you could see him start producing some, but he's going to be going for that level 3 Haradrim Palace, finally going there. But it's going to be a little bit late as the Felbeast is already on the field, going to be taking out what little resistance there is. Going to take out the catapult over here. That's going to be a good pickup if they can take it. Actually, I feel like the catapult is going to die, so it should have gotten off that last shot on the barricade there and taken it out, as he needs to take out that barricade so he can push back across the river there. Going to be the Gothmog of S.P.Q.R. I think going to be retreating over here. As he needs to get out of there. His half health already has used his Fury ability. Going to be another failbase in the field, however, a Witch King for S.P.Q.R. So kind of a play-by-play over here, kind of each player doing exactly what his opponent is. MattysMirks sitting on all 3 of his 5s, 10 power points, as well as 10 extra power points there. So it's going to be 35 for him. Or actually, that's S.P.Q.R. my bad. Whereas MattysMirks is sitting on 2 of his 10s, as well as his 15s. So it's going to be 35, as well as 8. That's going to be 43 power points for him. So he does have a almost a 4 power point advantage over his opponent there. Also has the edge of having the Haradrim Archers are in the field before his opponent does, as well as another level 3 or level 2 Haradrim Palace. Also does have the level 2 Orc Pit, but he's not taking advantage of it at the moment here. The Felbeast, however, going to be fighting. Actually, I feel like this Witch King here needs to focus down his opponent's Black Riders, or at least the Felbeast over there. And there he is, the Witch King finally going after those Black Riders. Now the Black Riders of S.P.Q.R. are going to be engaging as well. However, I'm not sure that's the right engagement there. This battalion is level 3, so we'll begin to regen units as it does stay out of battle. But this battalion is going to be in hold ground stance. There go the barbed arrows on the Witch King, but it's not going to be enough, especially with the level 3 Black Riders now trampling over them. The Witch King now going to be going after the catapult over here that was coming in for MattysMirks, as he wants to nullify the ability for his opponent to outrange any Haradrim Archers so he gets on the field. going to be more catapults in the field. However, it looks like MattysMirks, S.P.Q.R not going to be going for these launch tools ability to cause terror, and the Felbeast there of MattysMirks going to go down to the Witch King of S.P.Q.R. Now, the Herodrum Archers are going to be dealing high damage to this Witch King, but the Witch King over there is going to be debuffing them as well as taking out a few of them. Going to be another barricade summon, this time for MattysMirks once again. So you don't see S.P.Q.R going for the barricade. You see the Witch King there kind of moonwalking backwards, trying to get to those Black Briars. He needs to take out the level 2 battalion before it gets leveled up. This level 3 one needs to get out of here for S.P.Q.R though. Actually going to find the builder there and take it out. These 2 battalions of Herodrum Archers still alive. Actually going to be level 2 and level 3. I feel like S.P.Q.R needs to make sure he focuses those down. Gothmog going balls deep, and the Black Bears are going to turn around and find him. And Gothmog for S.P.Q.R are going to go down and giving these Black Bears just a little bit closer to level 3, which is what they need. Going to be a rock drop now going down on the production structures of S.P.Q.R, taking out the... Actually, I didn't know it could take it out. There's going to be a level 3 slaughterhouse as well as those orc pits going to be taken out by the rock drop. That's going to be a huge blow to S.P.Q.R. He is already a little bit on the back foot, and with that, he's going to be flat-footed as he doesn't have any orc production in his base there. Does still have those Black Briars, however, they are being quickly met by his opponents. The Black Briars being leveled up. We're going to be a worm summon for S.P.Q.R. Going to be able to counter his opponent's production structure damage as he can take out the level 3 Herodrum House. However, the worm there turning around, making the wrong choice, going to be melting some orcs there. Not really a good choice. However, it is going to be level 3 Herodrum House getting close to death, but once again the worm getting for some reason distracted by these orcs. I'm not sure why it decided to stop attacking. I think it just auto attacks them, and I don't know if this worm is going to be able to focus down. However, S.P.Q. are finally going to micro it. Actually, it's going to turn back around. It's going to take a lot of damage. I don't know if this level 3. Finally, S.P.Q. is going to focus it down, but he's going to turn around once again, and he's not able to keep it focused on that Herodrum House long enough. It's still taking a lot of damage. It needs one more breath off. That's going to be the level 3 Herodrum House finally going down for MattysMirks. Going to be another Felbeast on the field for S.P.Q.R. He's going to be focusing on those. He's going to be scattering his troops as they're trying to take out the level 3 Siegeworks over here. I don't know if it's going to be enough, though, as the Siegeworks are just such low health. And these troops are also not going to be able to do much damage. However, there is only a few orcs left, but I realize that those Eastlings are going to be S.P.Q.Rs. S.P.Q.R having some Herodrum Archers as well as a catapult on the southern bank over here. So eventually could go in and try and take out this level 2 orbit there. That worm finally dying and going to be sinking into the ground there. But going to be some more catapults going from MattysMirks actually. And these level 4 battalion of Black Briars now with the Morgul Blade ability going to be very powerful. Not so much against his opponent, as his opponent has not gone for any heroes since he's lost his Felbeast there. Focusing more on a army composition there. This catapult, however, going to be taking out a level 2 Slaughter Farm. It's going to be taking a lot of fire from this catapult over there as it is in the aggressive stance. It takes more damage there. S.P.Q. are not going to be microing. Actually, I think he was using his bombard ability there so he could outrange it. Even though he couldn't see, he could still range onto that place there. And with that, he's not going to be able to stop auto-targeting it. He's going to lose there. These Black Briars going to be almost level 5, but taking a lot of damage as there is some Eastlings in that clump over there. Going to be dealing a little bit higher damage, especially if they're flanked around and doing revenge damage. But this Felbeast is going to be taking out all these troops there. MattysMirks has expanded to the north here, but with the Felbeast here as well as the harassing troops from S.P.Q.R, this whole bastion is going to be going down. These Black Riders now getting up to level 5. At level 7, they will get Terror ability or Screech ability, which will be very powerful for them as they can scatter the enemy's archer lines quite easily and making them easy to trample there. Some more orcs coming on the field for MattysMirks. Once again, not using his Black Orc Warriors. I really feel like he should be getting those instead on the field, as they are going to be very powerful, especially if they can get those banner carriers on them. But MattysMirks now having to reproduce his Herodrum Palace, going to be taking his other level 2 one up to level 3. A good choice for him to have 2 palaces up, and one of them going to be level 2, one level 3, so he can easily get his level 2 one up to level 3 if the level 3 one is taken out. This barricade finally going to go down to another Gothmog, finally in the field for S.P.Q.R. Going to be up to level 4, almost level 5. At level 5, he will get that leadership for orcs. As well as at level 4, he does have that immunity to fear, so his opponents will not be able to terrorize his units. The barricade summon up here for MattysMirks, going to be taking out these Eastlings, which are harassing this farm over here, but in doing so, they're not going to be able to take out these Felbeasts over there, which are actually not going to be doing any damage. I think actually there's a little bit of a particle effect you can see right there on the archer there. I'm not sure if it's the archer shooting or if it's because the Witch King is there and it's the debuff doing something there. However, as you can see, this battalion of level 5 Black Riders for S.P.Q.R is going to be regenning units there, as well as healing, as it is at the level 5 and level 3 he will begin to do so. And now a lot of harass going on in MattysMirks, close to his base actually. He does have a fell base on the field, but he's not going to be able to do anything to counter. Might be able to snipe out the Witch King over there, as Witch King is going to be low health, but Witch King and the fell base need to focus on taking out this fell base for MattysMirks, as he's not going to be able to outrun, and his fell base for MattysMirks, I think, is actually going to break off, but I feel like he should have stayed there, as he would have been able to make his opponent spend more money, as this Witch King, I believe, is 2,000 resources more than his opponent's traditional. I believe it is going to be actually 2 fell bases in the field for MattysMirks here. You got Mordor as well as Kamul was the fell base that he lost before. However, you do have 2 in the field, and it's going to be the Witch King is going to be one of them. So potentially could counter his opponent's fell base, but these fell bases do have full health, whereas the Witch King is at half health, so he's not going to be able to do as much. And now it looks like MattysMirks is going to try and snipe out the Witch King there, as he needs to get that unit off of the field. It is very powerful at harassing as well as countering his opponent. The Witch King will be taking a lot of damage, and these have fell bases for S.P.Q.R need to be focusing on the fell base of MattysMirks. It's about to become an aerial battle here. Actually going to be the fell base of MattysMirks taken out by the Witch King, as well as the archers with fire arrows, and the fell base I believe is going to be Kamul for S.P.Q.R. As you can see there, that debuff from the Witch King there is just so powerful at taking out these opponent's units there. Just one fell swoop from both of them, and they're able to really take out the entire clump. And this fell base from MattysMirks needs to be careful. Might want to go around and do some harassment up in the north there, but needs to be careful, as if his opponent decides to target them down with his 2 fell bases, he can easily win that fight. S.P.Q.R now heading over. I think he actually did creep this troll area up on the southern side of the river. Gonna potentially go for the end there. Gonna get the creep though, as well as someone has taken out the troll area in the northern side, but no one's taken the money there. But now a big engagement there. The fire arrows for S.P.Q. are going to be a big game changer, as these troops for MattysMirks don't have the advantage. Both players casting Eye of Siren, but the Eye of Siren for S.P.Q. are actually going to be leaving, going to go try and scout. I think actually he's going to be using Fires of Doom on the opponent's base there, as S.P.Q. does have that advantage in power points over his opponent there. MattysMirks is sitting on, however, 50 power points. Does have his 15 his barrage. Does have extra 8 power points though, but S.P.Q. with his 25 power point going straight for it instead of dallying on the lower tier power points, is sitting on only 5 power points. This catapult is going to be powerful against these archer lines for S.P.Q.R. Actually not protected, and I believe some black bears would be a good call for MattysMirks, but with the loss of his level 3 siege where she's not going to be able to reproduce those at any time. I actually don't remember him losing them, but apparently he did. But this level 5 battalion of Black Riders for S.P.Q. is going to be a big game changer, as these single battalion of each line is not going to be able to do much against them, especially with the Dread Visage debuff on them. I think there's going to be another fell beast on the field for S.P.Q. as he now has his trio of fell beasts in the air, going to be able to do some quick harass, take out a fireman with each swoop. If they do all swoop, going to be the in taken on the southern side of the river for S.P.Q.R, but he's not going to get for any harassment firemen at the moment, at least not that we can see. Going to be a couple of barricade expansions on the forges of MattysMirks. Actually, he's going to end up conceding the game, as he has lost too much production. His opponent still has a serious advantage over him, and his opponent has got to his 25 power point before him. He has the Black Riders, he has the 3 Fell Beasts, he has the army, he has the upgrades, and it's just not been able to keep his production up alive long enough. Losing, I think, 2 level 3 Horizon Palaces is going to be a huge blow, and that's kind of what it was. Neither player going for the Mouth of Siren debuff, but again, in this kind of matchup, I'm not sure it would have been the right choice. However, I feel like MattysMirks really needed some sort of leadership buff. His opponent did have that Goth Monk on the field. Didn't really get up to the leadership buff until later on in the game, but the fact that it was there and its opponent did not go, or MattysMirks did not go for it, was kind of a game changer there. MattysMirks did not have any leadership buff on his troops there. Actually didn't have any debuff on the troops either. That was another game changer, was the Witch King in the air for S.P.Q.R with the debuff was able to debuff all those troops from for MattysMirks. And he was able to lose all those troops a lot faster than his opponent. So I believe those are all factors in the demise of MattysMirks in this game. But again, well played to him and well played to his opponent, S.P.Q.R. If I'm not mistaken, this was a practice game for the... might have been a practice game for one of the tournaments that were coming up this year. I'm not sure when it was, but it was a great game. Well played to both players. I really did enjoy that, actually. I hope y'all did as well. If you did, be sure to leave a like down below, as well as comment down below what you thought of the game, what you would like to see as well as, you know, anytime I might make a error, like get my promo image flipped around, you know, but that's no biggie. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. I hope y'all do enjoy it. And if you are actually watching and you're not already subscribed, I really would appreciate if you would, or if you are subscribed, I'd appreciate if you would just share this around so we can get more subscribers. At 100 subscribers, I'm going to be revealing a little bit of a surprise. I don't know if anyone can guess what it's going to be, but it's going to be coming out with 100 subscribers. I'm going to be announcing it, and then I'm going to announce that I did hit 100, and then I'll put together a video announcing what's going to be happening at 100 subscribers there. So thank you so much for all you do for me. I really do appreciate all of you who do support me, and I'll see y'all in the next one.